even in shadows, I am moving. While some mock your faith, a dark scheme has been brewing in silence. Someone close to you, unaware of the influence over them, has been used to open cracks in your atmosphere. Words were thrown, looks tainted, subtle actions sowed confusion. The enemy's intention is clear: to destabilize your emotions, disrupt your home, and suffocate your soul. But hear this truth: no plan forged in darkness will prevail when you stand firm in me. Even if the noise grows, even if the attacks come from where you least expect, my presence will silence every hidden curse. Beloved, there are things you haven't seen yet. Doors that appeared as opportunities were actually traps. Smiles were masks for harmful intent. Tonight, the spirit of deception will attempt to manifest with intensity, stirring arguments, accidents, sudden anxiety, thoughts of surrender, and confusion within your relationships. But I arrived first. My angels are already active. Your home is being encircled by an invisible wall. Opposing words are losing strength. Traps are unraveling. The threat is being dismantled. You are not weak. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. I am your God, and I do not abandon my children to chaos. Even in the silence, I am working. Even when you see no change, I am transforming the unseen. Even in your exhaustion, I am breathing new life into you. Now listen closely. Before midnight, something new will unfold. An unexpected message, a long-awaited answer, a shift that breaks the limits of logic. But for it to manifest fully, you must declare faith. Right now in the comments, I accept divine protection and receive the surprise God has prepared for me. This is more than a comment. It's a spiritual declaration. Whoever writes it in faith activates dormant promises. If this word resonates in your spirit, tap it like a seal of agreement with heaven. And subscribe, because more messages are coming directly from the throne. When faith provokes resistance, every time you decide to move forward, resistance will rise. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because your commitment to growth threatens the comfort of stagnation. Every time you declare, I will get through this, I will step into what God promised, opposition will rise. People, not monsters, will be sent. Some will masquerade as allies, but are afraid to see you break chains they never dared to confront themselves. But hear this. It's not personal, it's spiritual. In Mark 10, a blind man named Bartimaeus heard that Jesus was near. Though he couldn't see, he cried out. And the crowd tried to silence him, but he cried out louder, knowing this was his moment to shift everything. Jesus stopped. He didn't just hear, he called for him. And the same voices that silenced him were forced to say, "Take courage, he is calling for you." Those who criticize you now will witness your elevation. Those who mock will marvel. So if they try to silence your hope, shout even louder. If they dismiss your dream, move forward with fierce faith. Write it now. I will move forward. Nothing will stop me. It's not just a phrase. It's the sound of faith heaven cannot ignore. Throw off the cloaks of yesterday before receiving his healing. Bartimaeus threw off his cloak. That garment symbolized his status, his past, his pain. Throwing it down meant, if Jesus called me, I'm not going back to this life. Many cry for change, yet cling to the pain. They want breakthrough while still sleeping with trauma, making room for shame, feeding doubt. But Bartimaeus let go before the miracle. That's pure faith. Jesus asked, "What do you want me to do for you?" Not because he didn't know, but because God doesn't move by need alone. He moves by decision. So now he asks you, "What do you want me to do?" Don't disguise it. Don't soften it. Don't hide it. Speak it plainly, with faith, with soul. When Bartimaeus answered, Jesus replied, "Go. Your faith has saved you." He received his sight and never returned to where he was. That's your call too, not just to be healed, but to walk on purpose. If you feel called, rise. Leave behind what no longer fits. Lay down the familiar pain. Say it boldly in the comments. I've already laid down my cloak. I'm ready to move forward. Let your declaration light the darkness. Write this even through tears, even while healing. Your words declare your readiness. Like striking a flame in the dark, say, "I'm here, and I won't stop anymore." Subscribe and stay tuned. Heaven has more instruction to deliver. Promises are unlocked, and you must be ready. Of joy and envy. Where joy blooms, so does discomfort, for joy exposes what many crave but have not attained. Envy grows quietly in human hearts like shadows unnoticed, but light always exposes the hidden, and your joy will not be stolen. You were born for radiance, and I will continue to guide you. The Bible warns, anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood, but who can withstand envy? This isn't meant to frighten you, but to awaken your awareness. Envy cannot be defeated by human strength. It corrodes, dismantles from within, and seeks to rob you of peace and hope. When love blossoms, when two souls meet, envy often sneaks in, whispering doubts, stirring jealousy, cloaking lies in the guise of advice. It aims to dim your light and shake your confidence. But listen closely. God didn't create envy, nor does he permit it to overpower those who place their trust in him. Under the shelter of the Almighty is an invisible shield, a divine barrier that prevents such poison from contaminating the spirit. Yes, envy may try to approach you in silence, but it will be defeated by the brightness of truth and the power of unwavering faith. Love, like any other sacred ground, is a battlefield, not just of shared affection, but of who we choose to be when trials arise. You can let envy unravel you, or you can choose the path of love that liberates, forgiveness that heals, and hope that rebuilds. Jesus taught us that love is the greatest power. It is not fragile or passive. True love conquers envy, dismantles discord, and brings peace where there was once conflict. If your joy stirs bitterness in others, do not lose heart. Know this: you are advancing, and that alone unsettles the enemy. Let God strengthen your heart. Let faith be your protection and prayer your armor. The moment envy appears, God is already prepared to elevate you further. Declare boldly, "My happiness will not be destroyed." Speak it as if your voice is light driving out the shadows. If this message resonates, like and share, so it may reach someone in need of divine protection from envy. Subscribe for more revelations designed to fortify your spirit, and guard your heart. A sacred reminder, beloved, pay attention. A loving relationship is holy ground, where an unseen spiritual battle rages quietly. Envy is not just an emotion. It is a shadow that attempts to dim the light God placed in your heart. Where there is true happiness, the enemy fights hardest because he senses imminent defeat. But remember, I am with you, always. When envy attempts to wear you down, when jealousy or doubt tries to paralyze your joy, I am your shield and your strength. You are not vulnerable. I dwell within you. Don't let bitter words, twisted glances, or whispered malice steal your peace. The love I've prepared for you is sacred. It's not perfect, but it's real. It is a reflection of my covenant, enduring, unfailing, and barrier-breaking. Stay faithful to this journey, even when storms arise. Fear not those who wish to see you fall. They do not know the power I've placed within you. Your happiness is a signpost that you are walking the right path. Only those who come close to me can feel a peace the world cannot offer. Your weapon is prayer. When envy rises, respond by speaking to me. Open your soul, and I will renew your strength. Let your prayer become the storm breaker. It is your safe refuge. Never forget, no one can steal what I've given you. No one can dim the light I've placed inside you. Whoever has me has everything. Write this with boldness. My faith is greater than envy. Speak it aloud and watch what I do in your life. A divine call. The world is filled with voices, distractions, and hollow promises that pull you away from truth. But I am here. I speak to your spirit. Stay on the path I laid for you. When doubt clouds your view, remember, I am your unwavering certainty. In the storm, look within. The flame of faith I lit still burns. It cannot be extinguished, for it is not of this world. Though the enemy tries to detour you, I uphold you. The battle may seem endless, but I am greater than your struggle. I see every hidden tear, every masked fear, every lonely moment. And I assure you, you have never been alone. Angels surround you, guarding your path, your home, your work, your family. They are always ready, acting with divine timing. Victory is already yours. Let me into every corner of your life, not just through words, but through your choices, actions, and surrender. Until then, prepare your spirit. Something is coming, a gift heaven has designed just for you. Peace, strength, hope, and renewal. This is no coincidence. If you are reading this, I am calling you. A new season is arriving, one where fear gives way to faith and trust deepens like never before. You don't need to understand everything, just take the next step, a step closer to divine protection. Make this your covenant. I will not turn back. I will not give up. I will not be shaken. The battle may be fierce, but victory belongs to those who dare to stand. Dear one, remain steadfast. The journey ahead is not ordinary. Every trial is preparing you to unveil the glory I've set aside just for you. Many lose sight because they only focus on the present shadows. But you, I invite you to look forward. Fix your gaze on my promises, a future of peace, prosperity, and joy that no one can take from you. Fear is the enemy's greatest weapon. But I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you power, love, and a sound mind. The strength you need is already within you because I put it there. Walk forward, beloved. You were born not just to endure, but to overcome, to transform every hardship into a testimony of triumph. There will be dark nights and towering doubts, but even then my light will blaze the trail ahead. You may not see it now, but I am opening doors no one can shut, preparing paths where there are only barriers. Keep walking. The impossible is no match for your faith. Remember the ancient promises I made to you. They have not failed, and they will not fail. Everything is unfolding in perfect time, precisely when your faith activates the next step. So keep your heart awake, your spirit alert, and your eyes fixed on me. Do not be distracted by the voices that seek to sway you. My army of angels is nearer than you think, guarding your steps, clearing unseen dangers, and dismantling invisible barriers. They do not sleep while you move forward. The protection I provide is impenetrable, but you must remain vigilant, steadfast, and anchored, refusing to surrender to discouragement, doubt, or despair. Let my presence strengthen you. Open your heart to my voice, even if it comes quietly, in the early morning hush or the whisper of your spirit. I am your refuge in the storm, your unshakable shield, your anchor when everything else feels like it's falling apart. Now, more than ever, it's time to declare your trust. Say with conviction, I trust in the Lord, my strength and my shield. That declaration rises as light to heaven, a signal to the spiritual realm that you are not alone, that you walk in covenant with me. The journey may be long, but victory is already assured. I, your Lord, stand with you today so that no force of darkness can prevail. Every step you take in faith leads you closer to the freedom I've prepared. The chains of the past, the voices that once silenced you, all are losing their grip. The battle may be invisible to the human eye, but it is fierce in the realm of the spirit. Still, I, the all-knowing, all-powerful God, am fighting for you without pause. My power is greater than every threat, stronger than any storm. When doubt knocks, when loneliness presses, when exhaustion threatens, remember that I am your strength. I see the tears you hide, the prayers you whisper, the cries buried deep. And I gather each one as seed for a new story, one of victory, renewal, and unshakable hope. Rise, beloved, walk forward boldly. You've never been alone, not for a single step. My hand hasn't withdrawn. My protection covers you, your family, and your home. Keep your heart open. I'm not finished yet. I am tilling the soil for your harvest of blessings. Write in the comments, I am safe in the hands of the Lord. This is more than affirmation. It is a spiritual banner, a stand of unwavering trust. Now listen closely. True strength isn't never falling. It's rising again each time you are knocked down. I see you, beloved, continuing even when your strength feels depleted. That tenacity is living faith. Those who expect your downfall can't understand that your endurance is their defeat. Every time you move forward, wounded, weary, you activate a power they cannot match. Your trust in me. Let fear come. I will silence it. Let doubt rise. I will scatter it. You were never made to be overcome. You were born to overcome. Loneliness may try to wrap around you, but I am the faithful companion who never leaves. My love surpasses any fear, any attack, any pain. Lift your voice and declare, I am more than a conqueror in Christ Jesus. That word is your weapon, your armor, your divine shield. Like this message so it reaches others who need to remember the power they carry within. You may hear the world shout that you won't succeed, but I say rise. The impossible has already been conquered on your behalf. When the storm rages, know that I am your calm. Each time the enemy moves to attack, I send angels to defend. They stand guard over your path, your family, and your heart. They fight as you remain anchored in the faith I've placed inside you. Don't be afraid of what lies ahead. I'm walking before you, opening doors, making a way through what once seemed impossible. When fear steals your peace, remember, I am the voice of truth inside you, the unseen embrace in your loneliest moments, the light in your darkest nights. This battle is real, but the promise is even greater. Surrender your worries to me, your pain, your fear. I can carry it all for you. Trust me to turn your tears into joy, your burden into breakthrough. Your future is radiant, drenched in peace, and I will lead you there. Now declare with all your soul, I trust in the Lord and receive His protection. Click like, so this word of promise can reach those who need hope today. Subscribe, because more revelations are coming to fortify your spirit and guard your heart. And never forget, the promise I gave you still stands. My angelic hosts are already on their way, sent to shield your family from the enemy's advance. This is not a mere encouragement. It is a decree from heaven, being fulfilled even now. Though the enemy may rise with fury, I am greater. No force can take your life, your soul, or your home, for I am here in the fire with you, watching over every detail, silencing every threat. Even now, as you read, angels surround your home, an invisible wall of protection ready to act at my command. But for my defense to be complete, you must invite me fully, not just with words, but with surrender. Let me into your home, your thoughts, your plans. Then together, we will walk in the strength that only I can give. And that's not all. I have prepared a divine surprise for you and your household. Something greater than your eyes can perceive is coming. A hidden blessing, a divine move that will restore, renew, and bring peace where once there was fear and uncertainty. Before you go, don't leave without declaring your faith. Write in the comments, Lord, I accept you into my life and receive your protection now. Beloved child, listen closely. The words I speak today are meant to steady your soul and empower your spirit. The protection I send is not fleeting or shallow, it is deep, established in my eternal love for you. Every angel approaching your home has been sent with a holy purpose to guard your family, shield your path, and drive away every shadow. Do you know why the enemy sows fear and division within your home? Because he senses the strength planted there. But I am greater than any evil scheme or hidden attack. While the enemy tries to destroy, I rebuild, I restored it. I bring healing that begins not in your circumstances, but in your heart. I call you not merely to seek refuge, but to fully trust in my presence that walks with you in every moment. Fear may knock, but it holds no power. The spirit within you is bold and full of courage. It is the flame that burns through darkness and reveals light in the midst of despair. When the trials come, and they will, remember, I never promised ease, but I did promise my presence to the very end. In every hardship, there is purpose. There is growth, transformation, and hidden strength waiting to be revealed. Trust me, even when you don't understand, because I see what you cannot. Your heart, your home, your future, all of it is under my watchful eye. I will not allow anything to sever the sacred bond between us. My angels surround you with an invisible shield, guarding against seen and unseen harm. Now, my child, open the door of your heart without fear. Invite me to dwell there. Take my hand. I'm extending it now. Accept my voice that guides, my word that strengthens, my peace that surpasses understanding. Say it with conviction. I accept the Lord's protection and trust in His unfailing love. Hold on to the hope within you. It is the living sign of my presence. Even when the road feels long, lonely, or heavy, I am with you. My faith in you is like a seed in the fertile soil of your heart, ready to flourish even in difficult seasons. Yes, the fiercest battles often come before the most glorious victories. The enemy's fury is not a sign of your failure, but of your purpose. But I am your refuge, your fortress, and no dark plan will succeed. Every tear you shed, I collect. Every whispered prayer in the stillness, I hear it. Nothing escapes my attention. I am preparing something that will exceed every expectation, bringing light where there's now only shadow. Your family, your home, your heart, I guard them all with jealousy. My heavenly army is in position, watching every move, ready to act. So do not be afraid, but I do ask this of you. Give me your fears and anxieties. Don't carry what I long to lift from your shoulders. Trust in my strength, in my faithfulness, in my unshakable promises. Open your heart to receive what I long to restore. Say it now. Lord, I commit my life and my family into your protective hands. Even when the world around you seems to collapse, when what once gave security no longer holds, I am most present, not absent, not silent, but constructing. In the stillness, I shift unseen things. While the enemy sets traps, I go before you, undoing schemes, breaking dark alliances, unraveling confusion. The protection I send is not temporary or fragile. It is powerful, sustained by eternal promises. When you welcome me into your life, I do not come empty-handed. I come with provision, healing, and restoration, bringing an answer for the very thing you thought was lost. Remember the surprise I promised you? It's closer than you know. It's not just a gift, it's a new beginning. I will turn pages, heal wounds, and write chapters of joy where once there were only tears. Where there was distance, I will bring reconciliation. Where there was strife, I will establish peace. Where there were only cries, I will raise songs of laughter. Because I am the God who transforms stories. Even on dark days, even when your soul cries for clarity, walk with me. You are not weak, you are chosen. Everything unfolding now is preparing you for growth and glory. Declare now, Lord, I receive this promise. My house is your territory. Many won't understand what I'm about to do in your life. Some may pull away, others may be disturbed. Because when I raise someone, the spiritual atmosphere shifts. The hidden is revealed and light disturbs those accustomed to darkness. But your house is not surrounded by evil as the enemy hoped. It is surrounded by angels, positioned like sentinels who never sleep. Every prayer you pray is a holy password that activates them. Every word of faith, every moment of surrender, every gesture of trust, it all moves heaven. While the world questions your calling, I whisper in your spirit, you are mine. And when the enemy reaches for what belongs to you, he meets an invisible wall of my glory. There are things I will no longer allow. There are doors that were once closed, now preparing to open. But before that happens, I am moving within you, exchanging your anxiety for rest, your old shame for liberation, your fear for courage. Because no one enters the new clothes in the torn robes of the past. The promise is alive. The surprise is near, and what I restore will exceed what was lost. I will never forget you. I was just preparing for the perfect moment, and that moment is now. Declare it boldly. My life belongs to the Lord, and my home is under the protection of heaven. Leave your life as a prophetic seal. Subscribe now, for I will continue to reveal heavenly secrets that will unlock your path. Now listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is meant only for those whose hearts are awake. In the coming days, you will notice strange movements around you. People who once appeared trustworthy will begin to reveal their true nature. Masks will fall. Hidden truths will rise, and I will allow it, not to harm you, but to protect you. You must no longer be surrounded by false alliances, insincere affections, or presences that drain your peace. Don't be alarmed if some walk away. Don't grieve over what you thought was essential, but is now being removed. I never take without giving better in return. And often, my child, that which hurts is precisely what was blocking your blessing from blooming. I must prune to make room for growth. I must cut to initiate healing. Trust in the process and trust me within your home. Ah, your home. I have seen the nights when your tears fell in silence. I saw the moments when you lacked the strength to even pray. I watched as you wandered through the rooms, feeling a weight you could not explain. That heaviness was the enemy, probing for cracks, seeking entry. But now I declare, that oppression ends today. My spirit is cleansing the atmosphere. My fire is sweeping through every corner. What was hidden will be exposed. What was blocked will be released. What was sick will be healed, and your family will feel it. Peace will increase. Conflict will cease. Dormant dreams will awaken again. But you must remain with me. It's not enough to read this word and return to routine as if nothing has shifted. Speak to me with truth. Invite me with sincerity. Declare boldly, Lord, cleanse my house. Stay here, dwell in me. Write this not as repetition, but as a sealing of this new season. Yes, I will continue speaking to you, because your heart still longs to hear, and your spirit craves renewal. Now listen again. There is someone close to you, perhaps within your household, who is being directly targeted by envy, by unkind words and lingering stares. You may not have noticed, but they've started changing. Quieter, more distant, weighed down. This is not mere fatigue. It's a spiritual burden being placed upon them. But I, the Lord, am not indifferent. While the enemy sets traps, I send deliverance. While they conspire in the dark, I reveal. And while they mock behind your back, I bring honor before witnesses. That loved one will feel my hand in the coming days. Relief will wash over them. Their eyes will shine again. Their joy will return, multiplied. But I ask something of you. Pray for them. Don't give up. Your prayers have power. Your words resound in heaven. Even when you feel alone on your knees, understand that your intercession moves what your mind cannot yet grasp. As I restore your house, I am also working with you. I taught you endurance. Now, I'll teach you prosperity. I trained you through pain. Now, I will use you to comfort others. I hid you for a time. Now, I will raise you up. And when it happens, it will be more than a blessing. It will become a testimony. Those who once doubted will witness it and know it wasn't by your hand, but mine. Write this in the comments. Lord, restore the one I love and strengthen my home. This seals everything I've spoken to you thus far. It is no coincidence you made it to this moment. It's not a chance that your spirit endured every battle, every silence, every burden. That's a sign of purpose. A sign that your destiny is unfolding under my divine authorship. You were not called to walk like others. I appointed you for higher ground, to see with the eyes of faith, to endure where others retreat. And I, your God, never fail. I promised you protection. I promised you my presence. And now I promise you complete restoration. Your home will be known as sacred territory. Your testimony will ignite hope for those on the verge of giving up. The time has come. What has been unseen will now be made manifest. The silent promises, those known only to you and me, are being activated. Your name is remembered in heaven with honor. Every sacrifice, every secret tear was seen and stored. So affirm your steps. Do not look back. Do not doubt. My voice is clear. I am with you. The surprise I have prepared will not come with thunder, but like gentle rain, softly renewing the dry places of your soul. It will be a reunion with peace, the beginning of a new season. Write it now. Declare it boldly. I receive, in the name of Jesus, everything the Lord has prepared for me and my home. It is done. It is sealed. Leave your like as an act of prophetic faith. Subscribe not out of habit, but because more revelations are coming, direct responses from heaven for your life. And share this message with someone you love, because the liberation that came to you is meant to reach others. I cover you with my hand. I hide you in my refuge, and I declare you ready to embrace the new. Final prayer. Lord, my God and my Father, you who see all, know all, and hold all things. At this moment, I stand before you with an open heart, bare soul, and undivided faith focused on your presence. I don't pray from tradition. I pray from need. I cry out because only you can do what no one else can. You know my days, my struggles, my fears, yet you still don't give up on me. Cover my home with your precious blood. Let every room, every wall, and every corner where sadness lingers be infused with your peace. Send your angels to guard this dwelling. Let every evil presence, every hidden snare, be canceled and cast out in Jesus' name. I declare the enemy cannot touch my soul. He will not steal my peace. He will not destroy what you have built. You are my shield, my refuge, my ever-present help in trouble. Renew my faith, Father. Lift every burden, every anxious thought, every lie of defeat. Let discouragement find no place. Let envious words fall barren. Let no curse take root. Watch over those I love. Go where I cannot. Embrace those I cannot reach. Visit that family member who is weary, broken, or lost. Touch their heart. Remind them there is still time to return, still time to believe, still time to begin again. I lift up my finances. Release your favor. Open doors. Restore what was lost and bring abundance where there was lack. I reject every spirit of poverty and receive your prosperity with wisdom, humility, and purpose. Cover my mind and spirit. Give me discernment. Guard me from every false path. Lead me toward obedience even when the road is difficult. Lastly, Holy God, thank you for never abandoning me, for lifting me when I fell, for loving me when I doubted you. Today I boldly declare, my life is yours. My home is yours. My future rests in your hands. Live in me, transform me, and give me strength until every promise is fulfilled. In the name of Jesus, amen.